Namaste everyone. In the last video we understood Annamaya Kosha and how we correlated it with matter. Now what is making this matter alive? There has to be some form of energy, right? And that is what we call the Pranamaya Kosha, the Prana, the energy part of it. So what makes the heart pump? What makes all other organs of the body function in a certain way? The electrical signals that make the heart pump, the electrical signals through the nerves, are all a form of prana, all a form of energy. So this prana drives matter into a systematic pattern, bringing life into it. Hence it is also called the vital life force. Now yoga tries to explain how this prana functions, and it is with the help of the 5 types of prana, the Pancha Pranas, the Nadis through which the prana flows, and the Chakras, which are the concentration points or the source of this prana. Now do not confuse prana with blood flowing in the body. Prana is what is making the blood flow. It is the energy behind the blood flow and not the blood itself. Similarly, nadis are the channels through which this prana flows, just like blood flows through arteries and veins. But just like prana is not blood, nadis are not arteries and veins. Nadis are invisible channels through which the prana flows, and they are in the same physical space, but they do not have a physical structure. Now these Pancha Pranas are elaborately studied in Ayurveda because Ayurveda is a medical science, and the knowledge of Pancha Pranas is useful to understand human physiology and is useful in various medical conditions as well. Now the practical purpose of understanding Pranamaya Kosha is to understand that matter in itself is not functioning. There has to be some form of energy that makes this matter function. So this Annamaya Kosha is non-functional, is dead, if there is no prana in it. If we are unable to access the Pranamaya Kosha, the Annamaya Kosha has no use. So all the organ systems in the body, how the nervous system works, how the parasympathetic or sympathetic nervous system is stimulated, how the heart beats, how the pancreas functions, how excretion happens out of the body, how liver secretes certain enzymes, all of it, all these functionings are determined by the Pranamaya Kosha. Hence, to keep this body functioning well, the prana has to function well. If the prana misbehaves, if there are obstructions in the path of prana, if the channelization of prana is not proper, then there are imbalances in the body causing various diseases. There are various sources of prana for us. Food is also a source of prana. That's why we consider stale food as low in pranic value, and freshly prepared warm food is high on pranic value. Even sunlight, the water that we drink, the air that we breathe, even positive and negative thoughts are a source of prana for us. And all these determine how our digestion, excretion, thought patterns are going to be. Various yogic practices like Shuddhi Kriyas, asanas are really very important in removing obstructions in the flow of prana, in channelizing the prana in the right direction, in the right amount. But pranayamic practices which directly regulate the flow of prana through the nose have direct impact on the Pranamaya Kosha. Therefore, in addition to Shuddhi Kriya and Asan practice, pranayamic practices play a major role in determining how our body is functioning from inside. Now that you know how matter and energy together, Annamaya Kosha and Pranamaya Kosha together, determine our personality, determine the health conditions that we can face, it is now good to move towards the subtler, more subtler aspect of the Panchakoshas, which is the Manomaya Kosha, because Manomaya Kosha is the data, the information behind this energy, so that the energy functions in a certain way. We'll discuss Manomaya Kosha in the next video. Till then, stay tuned. Namaste.